Hey everyone, what brings you here today? Are you a fan of cutting-edge military technology? Or maybe a WarThunder pilot looking to see how your favorite jet stacks up in real life? Stay tuned, because this is WarThunder F-16 versus real jet. Accuracy and differences. In WarThunder, few jets are as iconic as the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Agile, deadly, and available at the top tiers. It is a favorite for many players. But what happens when we compare this digital version to the real aircraft one that has flown for nearly 5 decades, fought in countless conflicts, and continues to evolve today? This is WarThunder F-16 versus real jet. Accuracy and differences, a detailed comparison that explores how the game captures the Falcon, and where reality tells a much more complex story. In the game, the F-16 is often introduced as a late Cold War aircraft, symbolizing Western superiority in air combat. In reality, its history stretches back to the early 1970s. The Vietnam War had revealed that large, heavy interceptors like the F-4 Phantom, while powerful, lacked maneuverability against lighter MiG fighters. Designers began work on a new lightweight fighter, something fast, agile, and cost-effective. The result was the YF-16, first flown in 1974. Its bubble canopy, side stick control, and fly-by-wire system represented a revolution in jet design. By 1978, the F-16 entered service with the U.S. Air Force. Unlike some aircraft designed purely for one role, the Falcon was a true multi-role platform. It could dogfight, drop bombs, and carry out reconnaissance. This adaptability explains why over 500 F-16s have been produced, serving in more than 25 countries worldwide. WarThunder, of course, condenses all this history into a few unlocks and tiers. But behind the pixels lies decades of global influence. In WarThunder, the F-16 accelerates quickly, climbs steeply, and sustains high G maneuvers. Players feel its thrust and agility immediately. In real life, this power comes from the Pratt & Whitney F-100 and later the General Electric F-110 turbofan engines. With afterburners engaged, the F-16 can reach over Mach 2 and climb more than 50,000 feet in under a minute. Its thrust-to-weight ratio, often greater than 1, means it can accelerate vertically, something WarThunder players experience in dramatic zoom climbs. But the game leaves out limitations. In reality, fuel burns at an astonishing rate when afterburners are active, limiting flight time. Pilots often rely on aerial refueling to extend missions. Maintenance is another factor. Turbines require constant servicing. And combat sorties are not endless adrenaline rushes, but carefully planned operations. So while WarThunder gets the feeling of speed right, it cannot replicate the logistical realities of keeping a Falcon in the sky. One of WarThunder's strengths is letting players sit inside a cockpit view. The F-16 HUD in the game displays radar, targeting reticles, and basic flight instruments. But the real jet takes avionics far further. The F-16 pioneered the frameless bubble canopy for unmatched visibility. Its side stick controller, tied into a digital fly-by-wire system, gave pilots unprecedented precision. In the cockpit, multifunction displays integrate radar, weapons, navigation, and data link information. Modern F-16s use AESA radars capable of tracking multiple targets at once. Pilots also employ targeting pods, helmet-mounted sights, and electronic countermeasure suites. These systems allow beyond visual range engagements, coordination with AWACS, and real-time data sharing with other aircraft. WarThunder, by necessity, simplifies. Radar locks are basic. Data links don't exist. and cockpit workload is reduced to make gameplay accessible. The result is a fun approximation, but far from the complexity of real aerial combat. In War Thunder, players equip the F-16 with sidewinders, AMRAAMs, bombs, or rockets, switching loadouts depending on mission. This mirrors reality. The Falcon's versatility is legendary. The jet can carry AIM-9 Sidewinder infrared missiles, AIM-120 AMRAAM radar-guided missiles, guided bombs like JDAMs, cluster munitions, and anti-ship missiles. At close range, its M61 Vulcan 20mm cannon delivers up to 6,000 rounds per minute. But again, War Thunder trims complexity. In the game, missile locks are straightforward. In reality, a pilot must manage radar modes, electronic countermeasures, rules of engagement, and communications with controllers. Bombing in the game is point and click, whereas real pilots calculate wind, terrain, and GPS precision. So, while both versions of the Falcon carry similar weapons, the process of employing them is worlds apart. In War Thunder, the F-16 dominates dogfights. A skilled player can defeat multiple opponents with clever maneuvers. The real F-16 has a storied combat record. It has flown in conflicts from the Gulf War to the Balkans, from Afghanistan to the Middle East. It has scored air-to-air kills against MiGs and Sukhois, while also proving itself as a precision strike platform. In the 1991 Gulf War, F-16s flew thousands of sorties, attacking ground targets with bombs and missiles. In later years, F-16s dropped precision munitions in Kosovo, Iraq, and Syria. Israel, Turkey, and other nations have also used Falcons extensively in combat. War Thunder reflects some of this versatility. Dogfighting, bombing, and multi-role combat are possible. But the game cannot show the human factors: pilot fatigue, the pressure of real missions, the risk of anti-air defenses, and the consequences of mistakes. Players sometimes complain that the F-16 in War Thunder can be defeated by newer jets with advanced missiles. This is accurate. In reality, the F-16 is not a stealth aircraft. Against fifth-generation fighters like the F-35 or Su-57, its radar cross-section is large, making it easier to detect. Its airframe, while upgraded, dates back to the 1970s. Without support from AWACS, refueling tankers, and electronic warfare aircraft, the Falcon is vulnerable in modern high-tech battlefields. These weaknesses rarely affect War Thunder gameplay, where battles are shorter and support assets are absent. In reality, survival often depends on teamwork and infrastructure rather than individual aircraft performance. In War Thunder, new F-16 variants appear with improved stats, reflecting historical upgrades. In real life, the most advanced version is the F-16V or Viper. It features an AESA radar, modern avionics, improved electronic warfare systems, and compatibility with the latest precision weapons. Nations are upgrading their fleets to keep the F-16 relevant, even as stealth fighters dominate headlines. For many countries, the Falcon remains a cost-effective solution. Not the newest, not invisible to radar, but proven, adaptable, and reliable. So, how accurate is War Thunder's F-16 compared to the real jet? The game captures its speed, agility, and multi-role nature, giving players a taste of what makes the Falcon iconic. But it simplifies, it leaves out fuel limits, logistics, complex radar systems, and the unforgiving reality of modern combat. Still, War Thunder offers a glimpse into why the F-16 has been a backbone of air forces for nearly half a century, whether on screen or in the skies. The Fighting Falcon remains a symbol of speed, adaptability, and power. Which do you think feels stronger, the WarThunder F-16 or the real jet? Comment below and subscribe for more comparisons between military games and reality.